I'll give you a second to turn on some tunes and then we'll go ahead and get started. We'll come to a standing position on your mat or rug or wherever you're at. Let's just do some breathing. Go ahead and take a deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let's keep doing that. Make sure your shoulders are nice and tucked back. Chest is open. Standing nice and tall, nice and straight. Let's go ahead and roll our shoulder or our head from shoulder to shoulder, excuse me. And whenever you're ready, let's go all the way around. Start in one direction. And then after a few rounds, go ahead and switch directions. Nice job. Let's go ahead and bring our right arm across our chest. Hold it with our left. You can bring your feet a little wider for this if you'd like. Go ahead and do some wrist circles with that right wrist, right hand. Start in one direction. And then go ahead and switch directions. Nice job. Let's bring our gaze over our right shoulder. A little bit of a twist. And go ahead, bring it back center. Let's drop that arm and switch. Left arm comes across the chest, holding it with the right. Do some wrist circles in one direction with that left wrist. And then we'll switch directions. Go ahead and bring your gaze over that left shoulder. Deep breaths here. Go ahead and come back center. Let's drop that arm. Let's do some bear hugs. Reach for those shoulder blades. Use that momentum. Nice job. A few more. All right, let's go ahead and get to the bottom of our squat. Slowly come on down. Feel free to bring your weight into the front of your feet if you need to. I like to kind of rock side to side. Just focus, if you can, on keeping your chest up and open. Nice job. Just kind of feel it out here. Remembering to breathe while we're down here. Let's go ahead and grab our left foot with our right hand. Reach up with our left arm and hand. Gaze comes up for a little bit of a twist. And go ahead and come back down. Reach for that other foot. Left hand comes to our right foot. Right arm comes up for a twist. Gaze also comes up. And go ahead and come back down. Let's go ahead and grab onto our toes. We'll stand our legs up. Upper half is still folded forward. Into that forward fold. Just letting your arms hang, head is hanging. Nice job. Let's go ahead and slowly come on up, stacking our spine, letting our arms and head hang till we stand. Reach that upright position. We'll tuck our shoulder blades back. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Nice job. Let's do that forward fold again. So let's go ahead and come on down. If you want to reach for an object, feel free. We're just letting our arms hang, our head is hanging, lowering ourselves till we can either touch an object or the floor or our toes. You can also set your hands on your shins. Just hanging out here. Let's go ahead and walk our hands to the left side of our left foot for a little bit of a twist. Spend a few seconds here. And we'll go ahead, come back center. And whenever you're ready, we'll walk our hands to the right side of our right foot for a twist on the other side. Nice job. And go ahead and come back center. Let's do a few more seconds here in this forward fold. And whenever you're ready, we'll slowly come back up, stacking our spine until we reach the very top, tucking our shoulder blades back. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Nice job. Let's go ahead and bring our feet wide. Do some more forward folding. Come on down whenever you're ready. Reaching for the floor or an object. Really feeling the hamstring stretch here. If you'd like to reach your hands through your legs towards the back of the room, go ahead and do that. Big breaths. Let's go ahead and walk our hands to our left foot or shin. Spend a little bit of time here. And go ahead and come back center. And whenever you're ready, we'll walk our hands to our right foot or shin. Do a few more seconds on the side. And go ahead and come back center. One more time, reach your hands through your legs towards the back of the room. And whenever you're ready, we'll slowly come on up out of that forward fold. Deep breath at the top. Nice job. And go ahead and bring those feet back together. This time we're going to step out our left foot towards the left side of our mats. We're going to rotate our torso towards that foot, hinge at the hip, come on down, reaching for the floor, the mat, or an object. I like to set my hands on either side of my foot. And we'll spend a little bit of time here. If you need to have a soft bend in the knee, that's totally okay. We'll do about 30 more seconds on this side. And whenever you're ready, come on up. Bring those feet back together and we'll transition to the other side. So just as before, this time our right foot is coming out towards the right side of our mats, rotating our torso towards that foot, hinging at the hip, and coming on down. Do about 30 more seconds on this side. And whenever you're ready, let's slowly come back up. Take a few deep breaths here. If you want to shake out your legs a little bit, that might feel good. And whenever you're ready, we're going to get into our downward dog. So I like to just come to the edge of my mat, come down into a forward fold. Once I'm there, I just walk my hands forward until I create a V shape with my body. Once I'm here, I like to pedal my feet. So let's go ahead and do that. Get some calf stretching going. Try to get your heels to touch the floor of the mat if they aren't already. And whenever you're ready, we're going to step our right foot forward for a lunge. Left knee is going to come down to the floor of the mat. You're going to uncurl your left toes and find a good lunge spot. If you want your chest up, hands on your right thigh, you can do that. Otherwise, you can bring your chest forward, whatever works best for you. Feel free to put a blanket or a towel under your knee that's on the floor. That might feel good. We're going to spend a couple minutes here. Nice job. We'll do about 60 more seconds on this side. And whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and curl those left toes back under. Lift that left knee up off the floor or mat. Step back that right foot and back into downward dog. Pedal our feet a little more. Deep breaths. And whenever you're ready, we'll step that left foot forward, bring our right knee down to the mat or the floor, uncurl those right toes, and find your lunge on the other side. Nice job. We'll do a couple minutes on this side as well. Remember to take those deep breaths. Nice job. We'll do about 60 more seconds. Whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and curl those right toes back under. Lift that right knee up off the mat. Step that left foot back into downward dog. Pedal those feet one last time. And let's just go ahead and set our knees down on our mat and just sit back into child's pose. There's a lot of lunging. We'll take a minute or so here to just recover a little bit. Just nice, slow breaths. And whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and come back up into tabletop position. We'll go ahead and transition into some upper body stretching here. So once you're in your tabletop position, let's go ahead and just walk our hands forward. And we'll slowly lower our chest and heads toward the floor of the mat for some puppy dog. Get some back bends in here. And just rest your head on the mat or the floor. Spend a little bit of time here. Nice job. Whenever you're ready, let's slowly come back up. Back into that tabletop position. Once we're here, this time we're just going to walk our hands forward and out to the left side of our mats. And then slowly lower. Feeling a more intense stretch on the right side of your shoulder. Right arm. Remembering to breathe while we're doing all of this. Sometimes I forget. All right, let's go ahead and come on up. And we'll transition to the other side. So just as before, we're in that tabletop position. This time we're walking our hands out to the right side and slowly lowering. And let's go ahead and come back up. Walk our hands back to that tabletop position. Once we're here, we'll transition into some thread the needle. So let's bring our right hand up, reaching high for the ceiling, as tall as you can get, and then slowly threading that arm through, bringing your weight down onto that right shoulder. Head is resting on the floor. Nice job. What you do with your other arm and hand is up to you. You can put it out in front of you, put it behind your back. Whatever works. Most important part is just to feel the stretch in that right shoulder, right upper back. I'll hang out here for about 60 seconds. And whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and come back up. Back into that tabletop position. And we'll transition to the other side. So this time, left arm and hand come up. Reaching high for the ceiling. Nice job. Nice and tall. Bringing that arm down. Threading through. Weight coming down onto that left shoulder. Resting our head on the floor. Got 20 more seconds here. And whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and come on up. Back to that tabletop position. While we're here, let's do a little cat-cow. So go ahead and curve your spine. Round your spine, head comes down. And then curve in the opposite direction. Bring those shoulder blades together. Head and gaze come up. Cycle through that maybe 4 or 5 times. Remembering to breathe. Nice job. Whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and just sit back on our feet. Do a little quad stretching here. So maybe you feel the stretch just sitting like so. If not, let's go ahead and just kind of lean back until we feel a good stretch in our quads. If you can lay all the way back, feel free to do so. We're gonna spend about a minute here. Now, whenever you're ready, let's slowly come back up. Back to that upright position. Let's just swing our feet and legs around, come to a seated position on the floor. We'll go ahead and make kind of like a triangle shape with our feet. Bring our feet together. Get some stretching going in the groin. So I like to kind of pull my feet towards me. And maybe you feel the groin stretch just sitting upright like this. That's great. If you want a more intense stretch, just fold on forward. You can also push down on your knees. Just find a spot that works for you here. We'll spend a little bit of time in this position. I like to just let my head hang. Arms and hands are just right out in front of me. Just trying my best to relax. Do about 60 more seconds here. Nice job. Whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and just sit back up. You can bring your legs out in front of you. Let's go ahead and lay back on our mats or the floor. Do some corpse pose here. So once we're laying back, let's go ahead and just tuck our shoulder blades in. Arms are resting on either side of you, palms facing up. And let's just focus on our breath here. Just deep inhales and exhales. Nice and slow. Once you find a good breath here, feel free to close your eyes. And just try to empty your head of any thoughts as best as you can. I know it's a lot to ask. And if you need something to occupy your brain, feel free to just give yourself thanks for making the time to stretch and come to class. Whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and bring a little movement back into our fingers, back into our toes. Gonna do some more wrist circles, some ankle circles. You feel good. Can rock our head from left to right, shoulder to shoulder. Let's go ahead and bring our arms up overhead. Bring a nice long, tall stretch. As tall as you can go. And whenever you're ready, we'll go ahead and sit back up. Reach for your toes for one last fold. And once you're upright, that's all I have for tonight. Thanks for coming. Hopefully see you next week. Hope you have a good week.